Things were changing in Europe. Between the years of about 1871 and 1914, we saw liberal progression in England, social welfare in Germany, imperial expansion throughout the world, the spread of European civilization, and with it, economic strengthening in England, Germany, the United States, and Japan. Newspaper editors and cultural pundits referred to these years as the dawn of a new era in scientific development, peace, economic expansion, and cultural civilization. Without war or major conflict in sight, Europe was set on the road to perfection, or so it thought. And that perfection was something it aimed to spread throughout the world. The order of the day was, quite simply, self-improvement, national improvement, and attainable perfection. And there were great successes that seemed to prove the point. Basel is right on the northern border of Switzerland, almost touching Germany and France. Like Zurich and Bern, they speak German. It's not so mountainous as central Switzerland, but it is a historic city and it's in an important strategic location, ideally suited to be selected as the headquarters of the Seventh-day Adventist work in Central Europe. So, it's here in Basel that Adventists established their first institution in the whole of Europe, and with that, an announcement goes out for the Third European Council to be held here, preceded by a 4-day meeting of the Swiss Conference. Ellen White hastens across the Atlantic to attend these meetings. The work in Europe actually began about 3 decades before the visit of Ellen White in 1885. It was 30 years marked by the same search for truth, the same spirit of evangelism and passion for souls, and the same sacrifice and even poverty that was seen in the United States during the earliest years of the church there. The story tells of remnants from the groups of ancient believers in the Blessed Hope and old Sabbath keepers who were waiting for the dawn of the perfect day to form with others, newly raised up, the first nucleus of the final message. Yes, the Sabbath keepers. This group of people who kept the Sabbath, one of the most important doctrines of Adventism, and it was already present in several points of Europe. When John Andrews, a Seventh-day Adventist minister and the first official Seventh-day Adventist missionary, reached Europe, there were Sabbath keepers in Western, Eastern, and Southern Germany, and also in Switzerland. Step by step, Adventism would open its horizons on the European continent. During his visit to Germany in 1875, Andrews became acquainted with the providential opening in Western Germany. Newly converted souls would form the first nucleus of growth of this church in Europe. Andrews, a true visionary, urged brethren in the United States to be on the lookout for some promising Germans to be educated for the European field. This initiative introduced a very important man into the history of this church in Europe, Ludwig Richard Conradi. In 1879, Conradi met Elder Andrews during his stay in Battle Creek. From that moment, God would use these and other men for the Adventist movement on the old continent. After the death of John Andrews, Buell London Whitney took his place as a missionary in Europe in July 1883. Brothers Haskell and Butler visited Europe, and in 1885, finally, Ellen White, one of the most important pioneers of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, would visit Europe for the first time. A trip she and the Adventist Church in Europe would never forget.
We need to get down. We are already there.
All right, let's go.
My friends, could you help her with her bags, please? Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you for the trip. Have a nice day.
Sister White, I have a surprise for you, and I'm sure you will like it. And I think many of your old friends are waiting for you. Let's go quickly.
When she finally arrives in Basel railway station, there's a welcoming committee. B.L. Whitney, who had come to Europe in 1883 to take over the leadership from J.N. Andrews, Andrews' son Charles, and one of the Woolamir brothers. Soon after her arrival, she wrote, "Here we are in Europe at last. We've come through safely and have had a pleasant journey. No accident or harm has come to any of us." What Ellen White saw when she arrived was an investment in mission. The publishing house building that would be her home for the next 2 years cost, with its machinery, more than $30,000. Not only was she pleased with the building, she expressed that it was not unfamiliar to her even before her arrival in Basel.
Sister White, welcome to the new publishing house.
Praise the Lord, this is great. This is like a dream come true.
Shh. Can you hear that? The printing machines printing the books? Come quickly. Let's go into the building. Sister White? Sister White. Sister Bordeaux and Sister Andrews are waiting for you. And your friends Anna and Bertha are also there, and they have prepared a surprise for you. Sister White, are you feeling okay? Sister White, you have to see our meeting hall. Totally renovated. And we finished decorating it last week, especially for your visit. I'm sure you will like it. I know this building is a miracle of God. And I know this is also a very special moment for you. Oh, please, come with me. Your old friends are waiting for you. And besides, I'm sure you want to see your new apartment for the next few months. Am I right?
Yes, you're right, my brother. The thing is that...
Shh. Let's go.
When Mrs. White and her party reached the publishing house, Elder B.L. Whitney said, "Look at our meeting hall before going upstairs." It was a fine room on the first floor, well lit and well furnished.
Sister White, before going upstairs, I would like to show you our new and recently completed meeting hall. Well lit, because you will see, here in Europe we need the sun, especially in winter. So many dark days. So we decided to take this lighted room for our meeting hall. And look at the furniture. We found a Baptist brother who received one of our printed books. He's a good carpenter. He offered to do all the furniture for a very good price. We made a deal with him and he made us this comfortable furniture. Sister White? Sister White?
Elder Whitney, this is a good and beautiful meeting hall, but...
10 years before, in fact, after a vision given to her on January 3, 1875, Mrs. White had told a large audience in the Battle Creek Church, Michigan, that she had seen presses running in many countries printing periodicals, tracts, and books on present truth. James White had actually interrupted her, asking if she could name some of these countries. She said no, because they hadn't been named to her, except one. I remember the angel said, Australia. But she stated that although she couldn't name the countries, she would recognize the places should she ever see them, because the picture was very distinct in her mind. The press room here in the new publishing house in Basel was one of these places. This recognition gave renewed courage to Elder Whitney and the Basel pressmen. They were doing the very work that God wanted them to do.
I have seen this place before. I have seen this place before.
I got it. I got it.
I have seen this place before. This room looks so familiar to me. Let's go upstairs, Brother Whitney. This place looks familiar to me. I can remember some rooms, even some people. Where are the other employees? Where's the older man? Yes, there is an older man working here. Where is he? I have a message for him.